Good morning, South. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance with the members of the varsity girls tennis team.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll hear more from them later in the show. Good morning once again and welcome to the Falcon Report for this Friday, the 11th of October, a day one. I'm Zainab Dar.
And I'm Angie Lee. Last Wednesday, South Theatrical Troupe took to New York City to enjoy The Outsiders on Broadway. Departing from South earlier that morning, the students first went to Shake Shack and the Mongolian Bakery and took their food to Bryant Park for a lunch surrounded by beautiful scenery. Then the group made their way to Times Square and got the chance to visit the Museum of Broadway, where they really got a behind-the-scenes look at some of their favorite Broadway musicals and learned more about the history of Broadway altogether. Afterwards, it was finally time to watch the musical. The group thoroughly enjoyed this rendition of a book many of them had previously read in their English classes. Overall, the musical certainly gave the theatrical troupe inspiration for their upcoming performances this year.
Last Monday, students in Miss Christina Brea's criminal justice class got their opportunity to further their understanding of law enforcement and the criminal justice system through a visit from a real police officer. Officer Watson of the Nassau County Police Department began by informing them about the Explorer program, a program sponsored by the Nassau County Police Department in which children ages 14 and up can learn a variety of skills used in law enforcement, including putting on handcuffs and pulling people over. Afterwards, she took questions from the curious students, discussing a variety of topics such as the qualifications needed to become a police officer, the retirement benefits, and how much one typically works within the profession.
We go to calls where, there's a married couple fighting. And I'm a lot better at talking them down than a big muscular guy is.
The class was even shown the weapons that an officer carries on them and given an explanation of when they are used.
This is like a bullet to a gun. It's a cartridge to your taser. So if this is in, this is what shoots out prongs. Like you'll see on the movies, 2 wires shoot out. Wow. That's 5 seconds. I bet it feels a lot longer when it's actually touching you.
Overall, the visit was a very interesting way for the students to understand the real-world applications of what they are learning in.
This past Tuesday was a day full of standardized testing for the juniors and seniors. Arriving early Tuesday morning with charged laptops and pencils in hand, the juniors took the PSAT National Merit Scholar Qualifying Exam, a test that, if done well on, could qualify them for the National Merit Scholarship next year. At the same time, the 12th graders were busy taking the SAT, which was offered for free to every senior in the district that day. This exam was a great final opportunity for the seniors to possibly improve their scores before they begin applying to colleges. The rest of the school had a day of asynchronous learning where their teachers posted assignments for them to complete remotely.
I heard that the tennis team season wrapped up amazingly this year.
4-0 is sure an amazing finish. Let's turn to Jackson Hunter for more details.
I'm here with the girls tennis team captain. So, how's it feel leading a 14-0 season?
It honestly feels amazing. The girls really worked hard this season, and in comparison to last year, we had a 13-1 tie, so it was really good winning 14-0 this season.
So, what does it take to be a successful team?
It honestly takes dedication, hard work, grit, and mentality. The girls really pushed themselves this season to practice every single day, come out to Saturday practices, and attend every single game that they could.
And what was the hardest challenge this season?
The hardest challenge this season was definitely overcoming mental barriers. When you're playing a sport, it's definitely difficult when you think that you can't do something. But if you really believe in yourself and have that self-confidence and determination, you can win.
So, being a senior this year, what are you going to miss the most?
I think I'm definitely going to miss the players on this team. We've really developed a sisterhood, and I always look forward to coming to practice every single day and just joking with the girls on the team and having long bus rides. So it's really bittersweet moment to be leaving.
And lastly, do you have any words of advice for athletes or people wanting to join a team?
If you really want to join a team, I say go for it. It's just an amazing experience to be on a team with other players, making connections with people, and doing a sport that you may come to enjoy. And if you're already on a sport, continue what you're doing and have that perseverance to play that sport.
Thank you. Back to you in the studio.
When the Falcon report returns, we'll talk much more about very timely activities. But first, a bird's eye view of fall scenery. The Falcon report will be right back.
Did you get it?
We lost the ball. We can always just play another game.
I'm not gonna play another game. I think I'm just gonna go.
And from that moment, I decided that I would choose night football.
I think football is better in the morning than football at night.
What did you just say, basketball man?
What are you gonna do to me?
Just hold this football.
You call that night?
First of all, the morning games and the night games are equally as good. But if you love the morning games, then you're gonna love the night games just as much.
Why does my homework have to be so hard? I wish I had some sort of homework helper.
Hello, Johnny. I am your genie.
Oh my gosh, that means you grant me wishes, right?
Not exactly.
Oh my gosh, I've been planning for this day. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good at a college.
Wait. I only grant one wish.
Wait, so that means...
Well, yeah, you did technically wish for a homework helper who had actually been invited.
During the past 3 weeks, the South community has turned its attention to the upcoming election, with a school-wide voter registration drive and presentations by the Nassau County Board of Elections taking place. Late last month, the Social Studies Department and the History Society partnered with nonprofit organization Turning Point USA to register students 16 and up to vote in South Hall. The election activities continued into last week, as students in Miss Jill Brady and Mr. Peter Mostroda's senior social studies classes were treated to a presentation by the Nassau County Board of Elections. The seniors were educated on the voting process and at the end were even given the chance to try out the voting machine, filling out a mock ballot, choosing their favorite types of pizza and toppings. Overall, the students walked away from both of these events with a newfound understanding of the value of voting, especially as the November election rapidly approaches.
All grades have been hard at work preparing for the annual homecoming banner contest that is rapidly approaching. As chosen by the senior class, this year's theme for the banner is classic teen movies. Fittingly, the seniors had the first pick, selecting Clueless as the theme for their banner. The other grades chose their favorite teen films shortly thereafter, selecting movies like Back to the Future. Meeting weekly, each grade class council has been working digitally to construct beautifully crafted banners utilizing a variety of materials using paint, felt, yarn, and glitter. The banners will be proudly displayed during the pep rally and homecoming walk, and only one grade will emerge victoriously at the homecoming festival.
The temperature sure has dropped recently.
Oh really? Let's turn to Alicia Trischler to find out. Alicia?
Thanks, guys. We've got fantastic weather lined up for this 3-day weekend. Today, we'll enjoy abundant sunshine with comfortable temperatures perfect for any outdoor plans. As we head into Saturday, we can expect mostly sunny skies with a bit breeze. Sunday will stay breezy with some variable cloudiness. Strong winds will kick up by Monday as temperatures drop to the low 60s. We'll definitely want to start dressing for the cooler weather, folks, as low temperatures will go much lower into next week. Back to you in the studio.
Also, I wonder how the girls soccer team has been doing.
Let's turn to Jackson Hunter for the details.
Jackson?
Thanks, guys. The girls soccer team is kicking the competition at the park.
Last week, the girls soccer team had 2 back-to-back wins at South. Their first win was against Locust Valley. The first quarter saw sharp defense all around with nobody scoring. But that stopped in the second quarter. It was an incredible long shot made into the goal. And senior Kelly followed up with 1-2. In the end, South kept Locust Valley and took home a 2-1 win. They also went against Clark and won 3-1, winning both their matches that week.
And that's sports.
That's all for this edition of the Falcon Report. For Angie Lee, I'm Xandra.
Have a great weekend, South.
So Angie, did you pick out a dress for homecoming?
No, have you?
It's soon, but yeah. Let me show you. My color is...
Oh!
The camera's still on.